Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to preview audio effects even before applying them using ExoPlayer and Media3. So let me show you what exactly I mean. So if I click on pick video, firstly it asks me for permission. Now this permission is not for picking video, it is for saving the transformed video to external storage. If you are not interested in that, you don't need to ask this permission. So I'll just go to my particular app and I'll just allow this particular permission. Then I will go back, and here you can see this is my video picker. Now if you see what exactly I'm doing with the audio of this video, if you want you can select an audio file as well. You don't have to pick video, anything will work fine. But here you can see I'm doing some kind of an mix to mono. Like I'm not really sure what this exactly does, but the important point is I'm scaling down the volume to audio of the video to almost 0. So if I select this video, I'm not able to hear anything, but as you can see it was pretty fast. Like this is the preview feature which I'm talking about. And now if I want to save this video to external storage, I can just click on this apply button, and okay, the transformation failed. But I think that's fine. Sometimes the Media3 transformer it messes up few things. Like I'm not sure, maybe some internal bug, because Media3 this transformer APIs are still not stable, because as you can see over here I have to mark @unstable API, but I think by the time you watch it, it will become stable. Also I'm displaying some progress in logcat as well. So okay, I think that has already finished, but the second video which you see is actually stored to our external storage. For that I require that permission which you saw once I clicked on pick video. Once the file is saved to external storage, I get the URI from the external storage and start playing it. It is same as the first video which I'm playing, but in case if someone is interested in storing that particular file to external storage as well. So yeah, let's see how to do this. So firstly I'm using XML layout, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well. Firstly, inside Android manifest, if you are playing some video from internet, you will require internet permission. And here I have this read write external storage. This is again for saving the video, not for picking file. And for newer Android version we require this manage external storage permission. So that's it. Next, inside build.gradle.kts I have added few dependencies. Now ignore this error, this is actually an Android Studio bug. Okay, now see it has resolved that error. So you will have to add ExoPlayer, UI, transformer, effect and common dependency. And inside libs.versions.toml I have added this Media3 ExoPlayer dependency. And here as you can see I have added this Media3 common, effect, ExoPlayer, transformer as well as UI. So you will have to add all of this and then click on sync. Now it will download all the dependency for you. Then inside activity underscore main, as you can see I have taken one button. So this is for picking video. The second is for playing the video, which is the previewing the audio before applying it. This can be helpful in case if you don't have to wait. So suppose if it's an extremely long video, you don't have to wait to click on the apply button and then get the result. You can directly preview it using the player view. And then the second second player view is for playing the video once it is saved to external storage. And this button is for saving file and applying whatever transformation you want. And here is one progress bar just to show the user that okay, something is happening. Next, if you go to main activity, firstly I will show you all the imports, so you can copy paste all these imports. Okay, I'll remove this unnecessary imports which we don't need. Okay, we don't need this. Okay, so these are all the imports, and here you can see I have marked it as @unstable because this is still bit unstable. And here I am extending transformer.listener. From this we will be overriding two methods. This is helpful only when we click on the apply button. Okay, and here we have created our two ExoPlayers. Then we have created our two player views, one progress bar, one file name, playback position is 0, play when ready is true. This transformer again is for when we click on the apply button. Similarly these all things as well, when we click on the apply button, if you want to track progress of how much transformation has applied. And this again is for apply button, like we are asking for read write external storage. and here is one video URL variable. So once the user picks video from pick visual media, we get the video URL, assign it to this variable and initialize our input player. I'll come back to this method later, and this is how we launch the new video picker, and it is video only filter. Then here we use the request permission launcher, and if the permissions are not given, then we display a toast message, otherwise we call launch new video picker. And here you can see this is the new way, like I'm first checking for manage external storage permission. Again, you don't need this. If you are not saving file to external storage, you can just remove this and immediately launch your video picker. Okay, and here we are requesting for manage external storage permission. And the next thing is, this is an helper method which I have created to check for manage external. And as you can see, here we are creating our mixing audio processors as well as normal processors. And here now you will have to do whatever audio processing you want. Suppose I don't want to scale the volume to 0, you can use 1F, which is the highest, I guess. So 0 to 1 you can use whatever you feel like. You can use 0.5, whatever makes sense to. I'm not really sure what this does, but this is some kind of an audio mixing thing, something like that. And here we are adding it to our processors. Then we are initializing our progress bar, input player as well as output player. And on button click I'm calling setup transformer, and on second button second button click we are calling setup transformer. On first button click we are just checking for permission and launching new video picker. Again, you don't need the permission if you are not saving file to external storage. You can directly call launch new video picker. And here I'm initializing our input player. So this is the important part. So typically you will only initialize it like ExoPlayer.builder of this, but given that we want to preview the video effects, we have to add this default renderer factory, then override this particular method. And here we have to call default audio sync.builder set enable float output, pass this particular variable. Then here we pass this particular enable audio track param, and here we have to pass our mixing audio processor, so which will help us to easily preview it. Then we just assign our input player view to play input player, and then we create a media item from it, and if it is not equal to null, we set it to our input player. And here you can see that we just do input player dot seek to input player play when ready is true, and here we prepare it. Here we prepare our output player, like the second video player. So here you can see it takes a file to external storage or wherever your video file is located. This is the code for releasing your player. And on stop we release our player, on pause we pause it, and on destroy we release our player. In setup transformer we just stop our output player, we release it, and we set output player to null, and output player view dot player equal to null as well. And then we call transform video. In transform video we just first show our progress bar. This array list is for video effects, but we are not doing any video effects, that's why I've kept it as empty. Then we are initializing our transformer, initializing our input media item. This is our edited media item. We create an external file, and then we start our transformer. And here we are tracking the progress state. So here you can see the progress holder dot progress, which actually give the progress from 0 to 100, how much it is happened. And the progress state can be either 0, 1 and 2. So 0 means the progress has been completed, but if you notice I have added a 500 milliseconds delay. So if it is an extremely short video or an audio file, this progress holder dot progress will not reach till 100, it might stop at 90, 95. But you can check if the progress was completed with the help of this progress state. The progress state will again come back to 0. Here this is how we are creating our external file. Then this is how we save file to external storage. Now this only works on API 29 and above, but if you are using lower API, then you can watch my video on how to save file to downloads directory. This does not save files to download directory, it saves to the DCIM folder. Like below API 29 it's a bit complicated and I always get confused. Even I have copy pasted this code from Stack Overflow, so you can just do the same. But yeah, and as you remember, we were extending the transformer.listener, so we have to override on completed and on error. So in on completed we display our output player, initialize it. If we have that particular, then we save the file to external storage, and just display a toast message and hide our progress bar. On error we hide both output player and progress bar and just display a toast message. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.